Alright guys, welcome back to our channel. This is Jack Episodes and welcome to another episode of Nakasakay Ka Na Ba? So today, tamang-tama ang ating i-feature na sasakyan since napakataas ng presyo ng gasolina ngayon. So behind me guys is the all-new Radar RD6 Econ. So this one is the first ever electric vehicle na i-feature natin sa Nakasakay Ka Na Ba? So to start with, sisimulan natin sa exterior at interior features ng sasakyan na to. So guys, this one is the base model. So kung halimbawang nagagandahan kayo sa itsura ng kanyang exterior, kahit ako nagulat. So this one, kahit base model siya, meron siyang projector headlamps at the same time, DRL. So up front, makikita nyo wala siyang air ram or daanan ng hangin since hindi niya kailangan ng air since electric vehicle siya. So up top here sa kanyang hood, meron branding na radar na pag biniliktad nyo, radar pa rin. So since base model siya, wala rin itong mga parking sensors. Pero, ang masasabi ko lang, comparing to the other base model, by far, this is the most, elegante, tignan na base model. So after natin dito sa front, punta naman tayo doon sa likod. So guys, as you can see, unlike the other base models, this one, meron siyang sports bar or fashion bar na tinatawag. And also, meron tong napakagandang LED tail lights. So far, ngayon lang din ako nakakita ng base model na may reverse camera at the same time, may tailgate assist. And to add up, meron din tong plastic bed liner at meron siyang 4 na hooks inside at meron din siyang 2 hooks on each side dito sa labas. So if ever meron kayong itatali or i-strap dito sa inyong bed, marami kayong pagsasabitan or pagtatalian. Also, here sa likod, makikita nyo yung badge ng electric and also the RD6. Ngayon lang din ako nakakita ng base model na may third brake light at courtesy light dito sa kanyang bed. And also guys, meron din itong napagandang rear bumper. Nandito yung reflector at the same time yung sensors pagdating sa reverse. So wala tong sensor sa harap, only sa likod. So after natin dito guys sa likod, move naman tayo sa second row. Dito sa pinto niya, as you can see guys, meron tayong PVC leather at the same time, meron din tayo ditong plastic material and may grab handle tayo here, may grab handle tayo here and also meron tayo ditong control ng ating windows. Also, meron din siya ditong pockets, speakers and napakagandang PVC leather seats. So pasok tayo sa loob. Check out natin yung legroom at headroom. So guys, I'm 5'8" and as you can see, maluwag yung legroom and may enough headroom. Surprisingly, hindi ko akalain kasi from the outside, mukha lang siyang sedan na ginawang pickup but hindi, maluwag siya sa loob. And given na meron siyang magandang PVC leather, meron din tong safety feature which is the ISOFIX. So kung katulad ko na meron kayong bata na nilalagay sa mga car seat or child seat, madaling-madali nyo maikakabit dito sa kanilang second row. Also, since base model siya guys, wala rin itong AC vents dito, but meron siyang mga pockets. So wala rin itong mga charging ports, type A or type C, and also walang mga pockets yung kanyang mga upuan. So after natin dito sa second row, let's go sa best seat, the driver seat. So guys, meron din tong turning lights sa kanyang side mirrors. So let's go inside. So pagpasok mo guys, bubulaga sa inyo yung napakagandang dashboard at steering wheel. Surprisingly guys, akala ko nung una leather yung buong dashboard at yung manibela. So the steering wheel is a urethane material or should I say rubber. Tapos yung kanya naman dashboard, this one is all plastic pero itong nasa gitna sa may air vents, this one are PVC leathers. So yun yung tema ng kanyang dashboard. Same sa kanyang mga sides ng pinto. So start natin. Yan. So syempre guys, since electric vehicle, pag ini-start natin to, wala tayong maririnig. So meron tong 8 inches na infotainment system at meron din tong 8 inches na cluster gauge. So sa kanya namang steering wheel, ang nakakatuwa dito, given na base model to guys, telescopic and tilt yung adjustment ng kanyang steering wheel. And electronic power steering to, take note. So nandito rin yung mga toggle switches, nandito yung para sa inyong wipers and on the side and on the left side, nandito naman yung inyong controls sa inyong headlight and turning light. And sa kanya namang steering wheel, on the right, nandito yung control para sa inyong cluster gauge and on the left, nandito naman yung control para sa inyong cruise control phone at sa inyong cluster gauge. So meron tong napakagandang branding ng radar here. And sa baba nito, makikita nyo yung hazard button and yung napakagandang AC vents. So if ever familiar kayo sa Geely and yung mga Geely fans dyan, sigurado masasabi nyo agad nung nakita nyo yung loob, mukha siyang Geely. Yes, kasi kapatid to ni Geely. Exactly. So, meron din tong glove compartment here. And meron tayong napakagandang PVC leather seats. So, sabi ko nga sa inyo guys, nung unang dineliver to sa akin, hindi ko akalain na base model to up until the second day nung nire-review ko na yung catalog niya. So, doon lang ako nagbasa talaga actually. So, since direct type ang kanyang transmission, meron lang tong reverse at drive. So, wala na tong 1, 2, 3. So, that's it. And also, meron tong electronic parking brake and also yung kanyang park gear, dipindot na rin. Hindi na siya kasali doon sa gear selector. And here, meron tayong space where we can put yung mga cellphones natin. Tapos may Type A charging port. And here, meron tayong dalawang cup holder. Center console guys, meron din siya. So, maliit lang, yet marami ka pa rin naman mailalagay kahit papano. So, aside from that, meron tong map lamp sa gitna. Wala siyang dedicated map lamp on each side. And also, yung kanyang visors, wala tong salamin, wala rin tong lights. And also, dito sa kabilang side, since base model siya. But, again, ito guys, yung base model na touchscreen, ang mga infotainment or head unit kung tawagin natin. So here, explore natin, makikita nyo, nandito yung controls ng ating AC. So dito nyo pwedeng iselect yung fan speed and iset yung inyong mga temperature. Aside from that, nandito rin yung mga defogger. Ayan, nandito yung full controls ng inyong AC. And also, nandito rin yung inyong mga media controls. So USB, Bluetooth. Actually guys, may Bluetooth na rin ito. And aside from that, calls, if ever may mga tatawagan kayo, nandito na rin lahat ng controls. So meron din to mga touch button here. Meron tayong volume up, volume down, mute, home, the power, the mode. So pinutin natin tong mode. So dito natin pipiliin kung radio, USB, Bluetooth. Yan. So return button, nandyan din. So swipe down, nandito naman yung iba pang controls para sa ating sasakyan. So meron tong TPMS, tire pressure monitoring system, pwede nyo i-calibrate. And also meron tong mode, driving mode. So guys, tingnan nyo ha, base model pero may driving mode. So Eco, Comfort, Sport. Aside from that, yung lamp, makukontrol nyo rin dito. Cargo trunk lighting switch, may safety, yan, alert type, energy. So nandito rin. So range mileage, nandyan. Aside from that, ayan. So dito pwede din kayo mag-upgrade. Dito rin pwede kayo mag-restore ng factory setting. So guys, I think na-discuss na natin lahat dito sa ating infotainment and sa ating cluster gauge. Tapos na tayo dito sa interior. Balik tayo sa exterior. Pag-usapan natin ng brakes. Pag-usapan natin ng suspension. At syempre, pag-usapan natin yung kanyang engine. Ay hindi, wala pala siyang engine. Yung kanyang electric motor at yung kanyang battery. Let's go! Alright guys, let's pop the hood. Kahit alam naman natin wala tayong makikita, pero bibigyan ko lang din kayo ng idea sa mga first time makakita kung ano ang nasa ilalim ng hood ng electric vehicle. So, basically, meron tayong battery, nandito yung mga fluids, nandito yung mga washer, and compartment. So guys, pag-usapan naman natin yung electric motor and battery nitong sasakyan na to. So, ang kanyang electric motor, it's a permanent magnet synchronous motor na nagpo-produce ng 245 PS and 309 Nm of torque. So, mabilis yon para sa gantong klase ng sasakyan. Pagdating naman sa battery guys, meron itong 63 kWh na battery capacity. So, lithium iron phosphate yung type ng battery niya. So, durable, long-lasting. So guys, pag-usapan na rin natin yung kanyang brakes. So this one, meron tong 4 na ventilated disc brakes. So syempre, meron siyang serious output power, dapat meron din siyang serious braking power. Pagdating naman sa suspension nito, sobrang nag-enjoy ako i-drive tong sasakyan na to. So sa front, meron tong MacPherson independent suspension and sa likod naman, meron tong multi-link independent suspension. So para ka lang din talaga nagda-drive ng sedan with this pickup truck. Pagdating naman sa kanyang tire size, guys, it's 225 55, 17. And this one guys, FYI lang, rear-wheel drive tong sasakyan na to. So, dun sa mga higher variants na available din yung 4-wheel drive. So, bago tayo mag-test drive guys, pag-usapan naman natin yung dimension and weight ng sasakyan na to. So, in terms of length, meron tong 5,266 mm and sa kanya namang width, meron tong 1,900 and pagdating naman sa height, meron itong 1,865 mm. So, sa kanya namang wheelbase, meron itong 3,120 mm and meron tong ground clearance na 220 mm. And meron tong wading depth of 815. Meron din tong minimum turning radius na 61 meters. So ang curb weight naman ng sasakyan na to, it's 2,075 and ang gross vehicle weight, meron tong 3,030 kilograms. So pagdating naman sa payload capacity ng bed, meron itong 955 kilograms. Alright guys, test drive time and syempre pag-uusapan natin ngayon yung experience natin dito sa sasakyan na to for the last 2 days na nasa atin to, covering around 120 to 130 kilometers. So, initially, I can say it's fun, easy, and very comfortable to drive. So, dito masasabi ko talagang pag nasa labas ka, oy, pickup truck. Pero pag nasa loob ka, para ka nagda-drive ng sedan. Yet, kahit sabihin natin na parang sedan yung driving feels nito, komportable at maluwag ito sa loob. So, pag-usapan naman natin ngayon yung electric motor and battery nito. So, in terms of battery, ang battery nito mayroong capacity of 63 kWh and it's a lithium iron phosphate. So, napaka-durable type of battery, lightweight. And syempre, isa sa pinaka-importante tanong is yung range. So, ang range nito, it's 327 kilometers on one full charge. And alam ko ang follow-up question nyo dyan. So boss, gaano katagal naman siya i-charge? Charging time nito sa AC, it's 8.1 hours. While sa DC naman, it's only 32 minutes. So napakabilis mag-charge. 32 minutes, meron ka ng 327 kilometers of driving range. And since full EV ito guys, alam na natin lahat pag EV mabilis. Boss check, ilan ang 0 to 100? So this car can go 0 to 100 in 8.1 seconds. Ganun siya kabilis. At ang maximum speed naman ito is 160 km per hour. Diba? Not bad. Talagang hindi ka mabibitin dito during overtake and even pag nasa expressway ka. And syempre, ang tanong din ng lahat, may kasama na po ba itong charger? Yes, meron itong 3.5 kilowatt na portable charger. At the same time, meron din tong features ng vehicle to load. Alright, so like I mentioned earlier, sabi ko, fun. Yun yung electric and motor. Easy, ngayon naman, dun tayo sa chassis and steering. Pagdating naman sa kanyang steering, napakalambot. It's a electronic power steering. So effortless yung pagliko and turning. So talagang kaya mo mag-drive ng isang kamay. And pagdating naman sa comfort, ang masasabi ko lang dito sa loob niya, talagang napakaluwag. So, given na mid-size pickup truck siya, pero pagdating mo sa loob, komportable. So, ginamit ko to straight 80 kilometers nung nakaraan. Hindi ka ma-stress, hindi ka mapapagod while driving. Talagang you can comfortably sit back and relax and enjoy the drive. Yun yung talagang number one na masasabi kong experience dito. Pagdating sa kanyang suspension, sa front meron tayong MacPherson na independent suspension, and sa rear naman meron tayong multi-link independent suspension, making it talagang napaka-smooth ng ride niya. So unlike the traditional pickups that we have here in the Philippines na mga ladder type chassis, this one is a unibody chassis. Kaya maganda ang ride nito. And syempre pagdating sa kanyang braking system, so meron tong ventilated disc brakes, front and rear, meron din tong auto brake hold, and also anti-braking system. So sapak din to pagdating sa safety features. So syempre, matulin yung sasakyan, kailangan din maganda rin ang kanyang braking power. Pagdating naman sa kanyang steering wheel, like I mentioned earlier, talaga namang napakalambot since electronic power steering. At the same time, nandito na rin lahat ng controls na kailangan nyo para sa inyong infotainment at sa inyong cluster gauge. So, hindi mabibisi ang kamay nyo while driving. To sum it up, talaga namang masasabi kong napakagandang driving feels, driving experience with this car. And since nauuso na ang electric vehicle today, so my suggestion, I'm not saying bumili kayo agad, but pumunta kayo sa Radar at mag-test drive kayo ng Radar EMP. Meron tong dalawang variant pa aside from this one, which is yung top of the line nila and yung mid-end variant nila. So yun naman, available din ito sa 4-wheel drive system or all-wheel drive system, and also mas mataas yung battery capacity. If ever sa tingin nyo mababa yung battery capacity nitong base model, pwede kayo mag-opt doon sa higher variant and models nito. So again, all I can say about this car is you have to consider na i-test drive ito para at least matry nyo to for yourself. So guys, isa sa napansin ko talaga dito is yung regenerative braking power niya. So once na nag-throttle off ka, tinanggal mo yung paa mo sa pedal ng accelerator, usa siyang nagbe-brakes at nagcha-charge yung sasakyan by that time. So guys, isa pa sa nagustuhan ko dito personally is yung field of view. Talagang napakalawak, para ka naka-wide angle. And yung mga pillars nito, hindi obstructing. Unlike yung ibang mga sasakyan, talagang yung pillars nila talagang mapapalingon ka pang ganun. This one, super lawak, kaya napakaganda ng pagkaka-engineer nila pagdating dito. Yet, pag nabitin kayo, meron silang higher variant ng Radar, which meron option na 4-wheel drive and at the same time higher battery capacity and more premium interior feels. So given the price point na meron siya ngayon, for me, good buy. So pwede tong pang negosyante, pwede tong pang family, para at least pang grocery getter nyo, or pwede din tong pang mga engineer, architects na madalas sa site, diba? So this one is a very practical pickup truck na masasabi ko talagang good buy. Alright, there you have it guys. Bago natin tapusin tong episode na to, gusto ko lang malaman nyo kung magkano ang isang Radar RD6 Econ. So this one is 1,398,000, and if ever interested kayo to book a test drive of this car, visit nyo lang yung kanilang Facebook page. It's Radar EV Pickup Philippines. So again, thank you for watching Jack Episodes. Road to 100,000 na kami guys. Malapit na namin ma-achieve yung silver play button. Please, supportahan nyo kami. Don't forget to like and follow. And again, maraming salamat sa panonood ng Jack Episodes. Thank you. Ingat.